All right, we live.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay and Jay with Justin and Jordan. Bro, I'm in such a good mood, bro. That's it. That's it. The NBA season is over, bro. It is officially over. The Oklahoma City Thunder is your 2024 2025 NBA champions. Bro. I just left the bar, had a good time watching, man. Celebrated the entire game watching OKC just do their thing, start cooking, bro. This is the good ending, bro. Besides, the injury which we're gonna get into, I wish it was just a clean game on both ways. But this is the outcome that I wanted, and this is the outcome I expected. So, congratulations to OKC. Congratulations to Shea for the Finals MVP to cap off his season. Shut the fuck up, Dave. Shut the fuck up. I'm just being loud right now.
I don't even think I could lower your shit.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. This is a big moment, bro. Shea got his first ring. Chet finally stepped up. J Dub had a pretty decent game. Caruso was letting them threes go at the start of the game. I'm happy, bro. I'm really happy, Justin. How you feel about the game?
Nah, it started off being a good game. It sucks to see Halliburton get hurt. Shout out to him. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. But it showed a lot of heart that he went out and played, and he gave you those three big threes, and it looked like he wasn't bothered at all. So for him to go out and the team still put up a fight going into halftime, that's a credit to Carlisle, credit to the guys on the team for not being shook. Um, but congrats to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Um, they turned up that defense in the second half. They showed why they are one of the best defenses that we've ever seen, and they are now NBA champions because of it. So shout out to them. They've been doing it all year long, and yeah, they had to sweat at the end because they went to 7 games, but it paid off. Sam Presti finally got his chip, and happy for Shea for getting his chip, and I'm happy for the whole team.
The new best Thunder of all time. Solo at the top of the mountain. Shea Gilgis Alexander, bro. He did what Russ, KD, and Harden were not able to do. He got to the top of the mountain. He grabbed that championship for OKC. It
Yo, pitch grid.
was good, Pitch Grid. I'm in a good mood, man. Threw back a couple beers, man. Every time, bro, they was going on a run. I was just so happy, bro. Knicks going to ECF. We could talk about that right now since we gave, the props. Um, man, obviously Tyrese Halliburton had gotten injured, torn Achilles, third one of the playoffs. Coincidentally, all three guys who tore the Achilles was wearing number 0. Tatum, Dame, and of course now Halliburton. So it sucks for him. He had started off high. He started off with 9 points. He went 3 for 4, right? 3 for 4, 3 for 5.
3 for 5, something like that. But he
Yeah, one of the
was
two.
he was cooking.
He was on fire. Um, it looked like he was probably due for a pretty good game in that game 7, but we didn't get to see it. Now that he's down again, this is you know uh, another Eastern Conference contender that was expected to kind of be one of the dudes in the way of the Knicks, for example, in the way of the Cavs. Now they're gone. Um, it's not a good thing, obviously. We want to be able to see the top competition every time play in the league, but with the Pacers down with one of their stars, with the Celtics down with one of their stars, it's open for the Knicks, Philly, and the Cavs, bro. No key, the Magic.
Fuck Philly.
You could have your personal things against Philly, but it's like Philly about to have hopefully a healthy Embiid, Maxi, all the guys. Your boy Jared McCain is gonna play the whole season, hopefully. Um, you're gonna have Paul George averaging like 14, and you're gonna have Ace, VJ, Trey, somebody from there. So from that draft with that top 3 pick, could be anyone. So yeah, I'm gonna count Philly as one of the contenders right now. They're better than the Pacers now. Now that Halliburton's down, I'm not gonna say like like how Pitch said like do I think they're gonna make any additions to replace Halliburton? You can't replace Halliburton. I've been very critical of Halliburton. They don't have the pieces to replace Halliburton. Like I don't see any trade out there for them that's gonna keep them at this contender status. Although Siakam is their best player, and I still truly believe that to this day. For Halliburton to be the 1B, it's going to be hard to replace him with anybody close to that tier with what they have in terms of ability to move. I mean, are they going to get rid of their depth, which is kind of their thing, and try to swing for a star just because of 1 year? I don't know. I don't believe so.
Nah, yeah. Now the door has completely swung wide open in the East. Like it was
Even
already
more.
wide open, but now it's like crazy wide open. Yeah, the Knicks, even though they don't got a coach yet, next year they're looking at it like, yo, we got no excuse. Like literally. The Cavs are looking at it like, yo, we have no excuse. Orlando already made their move. They're like, yo, we think we could get there next year. And now the door is even more wide open. So the offseason is going to be very interesting. Teams in the East that now, especially after this, they probably going to make a move now.
Yep.
Thinking, yo, we're closer than we think. So we're going to see a lot of teams trying to capitalize on this opportunity right now. But we'll see what happens.
Thug it out until Halliburton. I'm just going to say Halliburton now that he's hurt. Thug it out until Halliburton is back. I mean, I think that's a smarter thing to do. Unfortunate gap year, but you can see how far you go anyways. It's not saying like, oh, punt it, we're gonna go to the lottery. Still gonna be a solid team, still gonna be a top 6 team in the East. But I don't see any reason to try to force anything crazy right now.
Yeah, they shouldn't force nothing.
It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity at all.
Slowkey might be like a little blessing in disguise for guys like Nimhard to like get that opportunity to be the main ball handler. Benedict Mathurin gets more reps. Those guys are able to build confidence and stuff like that. Not saying like long term things. It's not optimistic on that side, but in the short term, in the time being, it could be a blessing in that sense.
I mean, we could see
Wow.
us Knicks fans finna be dreading now. We're gonna be giving the East the dread. I'm hyped, bro. I'm so like I'm ready for the season to start again, bro. And I know we gotta wait a couple months. We gotta wait for all season. Moves have already started too, which we're gonna react to as well, Justin, because not only did the season end today, we about to get the start of next season with this Kevin Durant trade, bro.
Yeah, all these trades happened the day after the pod, which is funny as hell.
And like I said too, with that number 10 pick, I said no matter what, if it goes to the Suns or if it stays, Casparis, you're gonna be wearing one of them two's jerseys. It's now a real possibility now.
Yep.
Like,
if Phoenix
right
gets them, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be so fire if they get them.
They should. I mean, some people are saying because there's like a post I seen, and it was all the players like the Suns rotation, and it's just all shooting guards. They're saying maybe they go big, they'll go big boy from Duke. They could go with Queen, but I would still rather go with Casparis.
Yeah.
I'd rather go with Casparis and take chances with Nick Richards.
Yeah. I'd rather. Yeah, because I was telling Vic, I'm like, yo, Casparis and Phoenix will be so fire. He's like, I think they might go Malowatch, but I'm like, I don't know if he'll be there at that point. And even then, he might, but even then, I would still take Casparis right there. They need a point guard. I do not want to see Book play point and Jalen Green play the 2. I do not want to see that shit, bro.
Damn, Nick Richards is overrated? Wow. Bro, he's suitable. There's a whole point, How you have a suitable center, you don't have a suitable point guard. So I would rather go point guard at this point in time. I got no problem with them getting Casparis. I think Casparis is the perfect fit for them. But talking about the trade itself, they fucked till the Beal deal is done. He not wrong. But in terms of the Houston's point of view, this is exactly what they need. They needed a closer. They needed a go-to scorer in the playoffs. I know. Shout out to McConnell and Furphy. They played their hearts out this series. Yes, they did. Big shout
No,
outs to
yo,
them.
shout out to TJ McConnell, yo.
So did Caruso too in this first quarter.
Caruso too, yeah. Shout out to both of them. I was giving them a lot of praise on this last episode. McConnell was playing like Bron, bro, in that third quarter. Like he was
He,
not trying to go home.
he was balling his eyes out too. That's because he knew he was like the second best guy out there for the whole series.
Yeah.
So I feel bad, but going back to it with this Kevin Durant news, and he obviously did find out during the Fanatics Fest. I'm excited for Houston because, like I said, they needed that go-to guy in the playoffs. You couldn't do it with Jalen Green, who one game would have 30, the next game have like 8. You're not going to get that from Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's bad game is going to be like 22 points on bad shooting. You're not going to get no 8, 6, even 10 points from Kevin Durant in a playoff game. Şengün is cool. I like Şengün, but again, that's not a go-to scorer in the playoffs. So phenomenal move for them. And they didn't even have to give up a Jabari, Reed, or
Cam Whitmore.
They didn't even have to get rid of Whitmore. That's the craziest part. At minimum, you should have been able to grab him too, Phoenix. I ain't gonna lie. Because if you wasn't gonna get Jabari, you had to at least get Cam Whitmore, and they couldn't even do that. They couldn't do that right. But what I'm kind of curious about now in this point in time is rumblings about moving on from Jalen Green even here. I wonder where he even goes, because even if I'm Phoenix, I wouldn't want him. I'll just flip him straight up.
Yeah. I like this move for both teams. Like you said, Houston didn't have to give up Jabari, didn't have to give up Cam, they didn't have to give up Reed. It was just Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, who's a good player, but you kind of had to just do it for the salary and the number 10 pick. You didn't have to give up like a bunch of your core guys to get KD, which is great. And for Phoenix, I like this trade too because you get that number 10 pick, which was your pick. You add yourself into the draft. You get Dylan Brooks, who he's a cool role player. He's serviceable. And then Jalen Green was gonna make this better is where they move him to. And where that we don't know when that's gonna happen or who's gonna take him, but if they could get a team to take a chance and they could get something back for him, that's gonna be really good. So I don't know who that team is. They might have to thug it out with him for at least the start of next year, but I like the trade for both teams.
Send him to Charlotte.
Oh my god, that'd be horrible.
That'd be a nightmare.
What's Book gonna do?
What's Book gonna do? I can't even say it on this live, bro. What I would do if I was him. But I don't know what he's gonna do next. Rebuild and now let Book leave. I mean, Book wants to stay, bro. Book is Phoenix.
They about to give him that extension.
Like, Justin, do you think that Book is the best Phoenix Suns player to ever play for the franchise? As an icon too, because I know Chuck is more talented.
As an icon, I was gonna say Chuck.
Is he bigger than Chuck at this point in time, though, to the fans?
I don't know. I'm gonna go
really him, Chuck, or Nash.
Yeah, it's between them three. I would go Chuck though.
Who's number 2? MVP or finals, bro?
Damn, bro. Maybe Nash. Because those Suns teams was like, bro, either ECF like, what ECF 3 times in 5 years?
But yeah,
I mean, yeah, my bad. WCF 3 times in 5 years.
That's what. That's 05, 07, and 10.
And 10.
Yeah, I almost said 11, 10. Against better competition too. I think Steve Nash absolutely could have gone to the finals in 21.
I try to do the OKC and trade everyone and stack up on picks. I mean, they're not gonna give you shit for Brad Beal.
Hey, I'll say this though, because they're trying to move from Brad Beal. But let's say they do blow it up completely, which I strongly doubt. Send Book back home, bro. Send him to Detroit, man. Let him team up with Cade in the backcourt.
That'll be crazy.
Do it. Just do it. Send Asar, send Ivy, and send picks. That's what
Think
I'll ask for straight up if I'm Phoenix.
Booker bigger than Nash. I'm taking Nash. I would take Nash
I got
too.
no problem with that. I would take Nash too. But it's
Yeah.
all close. I think all three of them are close though.
I would have Book third. I have Barkley 1, Nash 2, Book 3.
Because Barkley has the MVP and the finals appearance.
Yeah.
Nash has the 2 MVPs, no finals. Book got the finals, no MVP. I got no problem with that ranking right now, bro.
And Barkley got the personality too. So like,
And at that point in time, it was not personality. He was I'm not your role model. And he was throwing dudes outside of fucking beer windows. I'm beer windows, bar windows.
yeah, but doing that and winning MVP, that's funny as fuck.
He literally said, "I'm not a role model." Respect to him being honest though.
That shit was funny. They're like, "You have any regrets?" I was like, "Yeah, that we was on the second floor."
I want to kill that man, bro.
I think you could get a couple picks for Green and Booker. Could get you 3 first and 3 swaps.
Call Detroit. If that's really the plan, call Detroit, bro. And if it's not picks again, grab young talent, Asar and Jaden Ivey, bro. Call him. Call him right now.
Yeah.
Finna hop into 2K25 and make that shit happen. See how it looks, bro. That Beal put up 30 like in Washington. I don't even think he could do that on a losing team anymore. That's how much he's falling off.
That's sad. Let Beal be the Al Horford for OKC, the old guy that's just there.
He's just there when he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Nah, yeah.
I don't even know how they're gonna get rid of Brad Beal.
They might just be stuck with him till he retires.
Yeah, they just gotta wait, bro. Son getting paid right now. Just like
Yeah.
Pat Connaughton, bro. He's not getting paid even close to as much, not even half, not even a quarter of that salary, right? But he happy as hell to opt into that player option, bro. Just like Brad Beal, man. Brad Beal's gonna get paid and he won't say happy about it, even if the team's trash.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
One thing I want to ask you too about this Durant trade. How do you feel about Durant saying like, "Oh yeah, they didn't even want me there. They wanted to kick me out."
About Phoenix?
Yeah.
It just shows that Phoenix got no direction of what they're doing. They just rushed into everything and then it didn't work and it was just like, fuck. Yeah, I fucked up. So now they just gotta pivot and I don't know. I mean, the best thing that they got back was that 10th pick. And they're lucky that Book is willing to thug it out. They're very fortunate for that.
When is enough though for him, bro? Because I know he likes to think he has that Kobe mentality and stuff like that and that loyalty and shit, but bro, when is enough?
Let me ask you, yo, he's been through some shitty teams. You think this is like the worst it's gonna be, or like he's been through worse?
The worst ever, or from here
Yeah.
on out?
Like you think from here on out it's gonna get like even worse and be the worst it's ever been for him, or you think he's already been like through the bad part?
There will never be worse than Dragonbender. There will never be worse than, Eli Akobo. There will never be worse than Tim Frazier.
Yeah, I think those were the dark days. I think right now
It's never gonna be that bad, bro.
it's not gonna be that bad. I think
Josh
if they're
Jackson.
smart, they could pivot. And I'm not saying into like contention, but they could pivot and be respectable again.
Who are they gonna take with that pick? I mean, like I said, I would go Kasparis from Illinois.
Yeah, Kasparis Yakuchonis, guard from Illinois. I would take him. Yeah, he should be priority. That would be so fire.
Plays the game the right way too, Colin. I ain't gonna lie, at the guard position.
Yeah. Not the worst team for Book. Yeah. What's the worst Suns team? 2016?
16, 17.
16, 17?
I think that's like Tyson Chandler, Dragonbender. No Josh Jackson yet. No Josh Jackson yet, though. So take that as you will. Whether Josh Jackson getting there made it better or worse.
Bro, that was so bad, bro.
Dragonbender, Book, Tyson Chandler, bro. Terrible.
Bro,
depressing.
Yeah, Dragon Bender, Josh Jackson, back-to-back years. Aiton was Aiton was good. I'm not gonna disrespect him.
Oh, Connor cooking, bro. Wait till that shit pops up, bro.
Chat, let's be
Bro,
honest. That was a Mickey Mouse
he cooking.
trophy.
Bro, you see, Justin? You play both sides, you never lose. Indiana lost, and it was a Mickey Mouse ring for OKC. I don't lose, bro. I win no matter what the outcome is. I could say it's a Mickey Mouse trophy for OKC, and I could say that Indiana lost as well on the biggest stage in the mall. I can't lose, bro. You right, Connor. You cooking.
Nah,
Game 7, losing the Star before the second quarter. You tell me, does that really sound legitimate to you, Justin?
I'm not gonna say Mickey Mouse, but it does feel a little bit underwhelming in terms of like the praise that we gave this team, like well, not us, but like people on Twitter were like best defensive team of all time, and we was like, no, that's the '04 Pistons, and
Yep.
we got pushback on that.
For
And
whatever reason.
I'm sorry, you're not better than the '04 Pistons if you're getting taken to 7 games by the Pacers. Like
04 Pistons got taken in 7 games by
in the finals, I mean, like they got taken to 7,
the
but
Spurs.
yeah, that's the fucking Spurs. You handled Kobe and Shaq.
But what about it took 7 to beat T-Mac by himself? Round 1, 8 seed.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that was 03, right?
Yes, 02, 03. But come on, it was the same team. They was just missing Sheed.
Man.
Unless Darko's moving you that much. I ain't talking Costco.
Nah, that's crazy. But Indiana don't got a T-Mac. Indiana don't got T-Mac.
They got Siakam.
They still don't got T-Mac. But yeah, it does look bad though, because Halliburton was giving it to them, and then he tore his Achilles, and then it was a close game though.
Bitch ass.
Yeah, it was a close game until the third quarter, like midway. That's when OKC started to make their run. But I was getting concerned. I'm like, yo, Indiana might do this thing, and then nah.
Nope.
Bender's the forgotten name. Yeah, he was forgotten, bro.
Power of friendship can only take you so far, bro. And it took them to go up by 1 point at halftime. After that, that's it. I knew it was over. They had no chance. Shout out.
No, he didn't. I thought that was a different guy.
Interesting. I think it is.
I'm pretty sure it's a different guy.
I think it is, bro. Wow. What a message, bro. Wow.
That's a crazy message, bro.
Shout out to Pascal though. I mean, he got to the finals. Just didn't work out for him, you know. Still better than Tatum all time.
You said still not?
No, still better than Tatum all time. I would never say not.
Nah. Nah, yeah. Shout out to Siakam though. He balled out in this finals. He did his thing.
Best player on the Pacers, bro.
Yeah.
Just couldn't score 20 tonight, yo. I feel bad. I hope Leo with the bet. I put Siakam 20 as part of it. I put Halliburton under on points. He avoided it before the game started. And I put Thunder money line. And what was the other thing? Oh, TJ 10 points. Bro could not get me or get Leo to the Siakam points, 20 points. He had 16. That's crazy. Cap on the Tatum talks, not cap at all. Not cap at all. Siakam was just the best player on his finals team, and Tatum's never been that. I'm sorry to tell you. And you still owe me my bottle of Hennessy too, motherfucker. You gotta come to the stew, pull up with the Henny bottle, and give it to me. And tip your cap like the number 2 respect for Derek Jeter. I'm gonna need all that.
Oh man. Yeah.
Justin, what do you grade the whole season in general? Playoffs, regular season moments, all this shit. From 1 through 10.
This was a fun season, I'm not gonna lie. I would probably grade it like an 8.5, 8.5 out of 10.
Wow.
This was a fun season.
I'll give it
Um,
a 7.5.
I mean, as a Knicks fan, it was kind of up and down, and then the playoffs it went more up, but just in totality, it was a good season. It was fun.
Yeah, I give it a 7.5. I thought it was a pretty good season. Nothing too like insane. Especially since we I know the finals went to game 7, but we kinda got let down. A lot of funny moments, a lot of cool moments. I'll pull up July 4th with the Henny bottle. At that point, bro, you better walk up to my chair with the Henny bottle in one hand and the glizzy off the grill with mustard and ketchup in the other. You might as well. And I'm gonna get that shit on video too to post on here.
Technically, after today, we are in the start of the 25-26 season.
Yep. So yeah,
Yeah.
I need my Henny bottle and I need my fucking Glizzard. Ketchup and mustard. Ketchup and mustard.
Oh man,
Why are you laughing?
because you said Blizzard.
Come on, man. Justin,
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Everybody, look at what he just said, bro.
can you read that, Justin?
Damn, you want the dread on the bun with ketchup and mustard? That's crazy. Don't even look that up, yo.
Nah, look up Dread. Look up Dread. Look up Dread.
Nah,
Google Dread.
nah, don't do
Please
that.
Google Dread. Justin, any other thoughts about the end of the season, bro, before next episode we're gonna be technically talking about the 25-26 season.
Yeah, recapping the draft and whatever else happens this week.
Draft in 3 days.
Um, nothing else. It was a fun season. Good memories as a Knicks fan in the playoffs. Damn, I wanted to ask you, like, but I didn't want to like bring up the Knicks. But I'm like, do you have like favorite moments from the Knicks in the playoffs? Like your top 5 favorite games?
This year or ever.
No, this year from this playoff run.
Because I was about to say all of them are from this. Game 1 versus the Pistons is by far my favorite. We really threw
That's
out
number
champagne.
one.
To me, yeah. To me, that's number 1. Maybe that's number 1. Game 6 versus Boston, just because we stomped them. And you know what? No, I'll put the Boston one first because we was there outside the stadium. You feel me? When the Josh episode happening, brother, very, very soon. Very soon, man.
Can't give
During
you a date,
Boston.
but it feels very close.
We're gonna get a feature from the Esco show. But game 6 first. I heard Leo was going on the pod before Barcode on Saturday. He could pull up. I've been waiting. I don't know what he's gonna talk about, but I've been waiting for Leo to pull up. But again, game 6, game 1 versus the Pistons. What was more entertaining versus Boston? Game 1 or 2?
I don't want to spoil my list, but for me, it would be game.
I'll put either one.
Yeah, either one. You can't go wrong.
And the last one, I mean, bro, I don't want to take anything from the Pacers series. I guess game 6 of Detroit. Just because of Brunson sending these motherfuckers home.
I'll give you mine. I have one game from the from the Pistons series. I mean, Pacers.
Fuck them.
So number one for me is game 2 of the Celtics series.
Wow.
Yeah, that was number 1. Because the first game was just like, holy shit, we did that. And then the second game, like, yo, all the talk after the first game was just like, oh, they got lucky. Celtics played like shit, blah, blah, blah. And then we did it again the second game. Oh my God, yo. That was like the first time where I was like, yo, no fucking way. Number two, I'm gonna go game 6 against Detroit. The Brunson shot. That shit was iconic, bro. That shit was so fire.
Sorry to cut you off. What game was it where Cat made the crazy fadeaway and then the setback 3?
That was game 4. That was game 4.
Yeah, I was forgetting if it was 3 or 4. I kind of want to throw that as honorable mention.
Yeah. So game 2 game 6 is number 2 for me against Detroit. Number 3, I might do that game. I might do game 4 against Detroit. That game was fire. Number 4, I'll do. I know we lost the series, but Game 3 versus the Pacers. I love that game. The cat game was so fire. I know we lost the series, but that game was so fucking fire, bro. Like I had all the emotions in that game. Like, yo, we're done. We're about to get swept, and then seeing that comeback, and then watching that shit like live at the bar and shit. Like that game was so fire. Number 5, I think I'm gonna go Game 4 versus Celtics.
Wow,
We were down, and then
that was great.
the Brunson Tatum battle in the third quarter, and then I mean, obviously, I'm not putting this because Tatum got hurt, but like us going up 9 points, whatever, and then taking that 3-1 lead. That's when it felt like, yo, this feels like we could do this shit. Like we could go far. So I'll put that at 5.
I'm surprised you did not put in the burial of Game 6, even though it wasn't the most entertaining, but it was a complete burial. Well, complete. When I say entertaining, I mean like not being close. And I'm damn. So you really don't think that Game 1 in Detroit was like one of your favorites? I know it's personal, but bro, for us to be down like that,
It
people were
was
shitting
good,
on us
but
everywhere, all over social media in the middle of the game, throughout campaign, just for something scored 21 unanswered points.
I remember the Game 1 of the Detroit series. I was on vacation. I was on the cruise, so like I
Fair
didn't
enough.
even. So like I wasn't like tapped into the Twitter talk and all that. I did get to see like the run at the end, and I saw us win the game. But all those emotions I wasn't going through. But every other game I was literally going through those emotions.
That game was heat, bro. Any questions in the chat, bro? Before we give out any shout outs and head out of here.
Now the last thing that was said was Colin with the Leo being on the pod before Barcode.
I'll let him on. I mean, he's a football fan, though. He's a Jets fan. I mean, how do you feel about Justin Fields? I don't know what he's going to tell me.
I don't know what he'll say.
Yeah, I'm going to say nothing, bro. We worried about the Esco show.
Yeah.
That's what the people want, the Esco show. You have any shout outs, Justin?
Shout out Shay. Shout out to Thunder. Shout out TJ McConnell.
No. Respect to him.
Shout out Benedict Mathern.
Nah, I'm not giving him that. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck Obi Toppin. Fuck Neesmith. Fuck Nemard. Fuck Miles Turner. We just jacking Pascal out here, bro. And the shout out I'm gonna give to is to Jazz Chisholm, bro. Bro's batting like 350 since he came back from injury. Shout out to Shicey Jazz, bro. That's my dog. Yeah. Justin, get us the fuck out of here, man.
If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.
NBA champion Shay. Next time we on the pod. Peace.
Peace.